Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I am wearing my special Christmas tie and I'm doing this impromptu video to let you guys know something very important about the Christmas holiday season. It is 2018 and I am getting more listings in November and December than I did in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. People, let me explain something to you. The holidays consist of 4 days. Actually 3.5, and 5 or 4.5 if you throw in Thanksgiving. So we're talking about Thanksgiving, game over, right? We're past that. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve is the half because people are still working. The life goes on. If the banks are open, if real estate offices are open, if escrow is open, guess who else is also open? The clients. They're open to hearing conversations about selling. I know you are probably shutting down right now. You're like, man, I don't need to work anymore. I already had my production goals. I'm not talking about your production goals for 2018 being met. I'm talking about your production goals for 2019 being at risk. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but the market shifted towards the tail end of 2018. And I'm here on a mission of mercy to let you know 2019 is going to be the best year ever for real estate. Why? Because it might be the last best year ever. Look, since 2007, we have done nothing but constantly, steadily incline. So for those of you agents who have not been in the business for more than 10 years, if you got in the business at 2007 forward, you don't know. Like, you got at the bottom and everything has been growth. Sure, it was catastrophe and chaos and depression from 07 to like 12, 13, but it was always on this steady incline where anyone who bought then was slowly getting equity. Anybody who was losing their house, you probably weren't dealing with short sales anyhow, so you were probably working with buyers. But the thing that most impacted our industry in that change was 2007, the iPhone came out. 2007, Zillow was really getting traction. 2007, the market took a dump. So those three factors right there, that contributed to us as agents growing. Those of us who were pre-2007, oh my God, we never want to see it again. Those of us who came in after 2007, you're like, this has been great the whole time, right? 2008, 2009, yeah, it was depressing and there was all sorts of this and that, but it was never like, kill me now. It was always like, this is getting better. It's getting better all the time. Everybody's getting happier and happier as we progress. And then what happens? 2018, flattening. The interest rates tapped on the brake, or the interest rates stepped on the gas a little, while the buyers tapped on the brakes. So we had this like, this hiccup. And then an election, and then the holidays, and then a combination of prices peaking. In some areas, this might not be the case. In some areas, you have seen an increase year over year, even month over month value increase. I know I'm looking at the papers, but I'm also looking at my active inventory that's not selling as fast as I'm used to. So two things have to happen in this new market. First of all, we need to start taking on 2019 like right now. Like yesterday was 2019, tomorrow is 2019. Why aren't you, unless you're on vacation or you're organizing like the Christmas parade or you're in charge of tying bows on the Christmas presents at the office, which is like beyond me. If you're watching my content, you are not the person tying bows on the Christmas presents. You're actually just the one dropping some presents in the thing on your way out to appointments. People still survive day to day outside of Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So do not, under any circumstance, think that this day, that this season, that this year is over. We're just getting started. I just got a listing. It is what, the 10th or 11th of December? I have a listing appointment December 22nd. I'm telling you people, do not let off the gas. You want to take time off? Fine. I bless you with the 23rd of December to the 2nd of the new year, disappear. But if you didn't hit your goals, keep going. If you are setting yourself up for 2019, there's no entrepreneur, struggling entrepreneur, hustler who is out there taking time off right now. They're just not doing it. The difference between the top agents and the ones at the bottom is that they know when to grab their vacations, they know when to take the time off, and they know when to step on the gas. Top producers step on the gas. Now, we're not talking about those ones who are on like the steady, right? They're the ones who are like, I gotta do anything. But that's not us. That's not me. I can't let off the gas. I am pushing past my competitors right now because they let off the gas. And every listing appointment that I get in the month of December, every presentation that I'm going on in the month of December leading up to the January listing is undermining their laziness. If you guys are like not done with the year, if you thought the year was over, you see, that's normal too, because in the very beginning of my real estate career, I would do the same thing. It was probably like October, and I'm like, after holidays, that's it. I'll be lucky if I get one listing. That's changed over the last couple of years. Now I'm finding historically my best closing months are October, November, December, and my best listing months have been January, February, March. But what happened this year, 2018? My best listing months, October, November, December. That's odd. It's usually my best sales months. My best sales months looks like it's going to be November, December, January. So there's like this 1 month bump, which means January 2019 is going to be one hiccup off for me. And if it's for me in the trenches, that's the benefit of you guys listening to me versus the other people, is that I'm in the trenches. I'm teaching it from the trenches. I'm telling you there's enemy fire. I'm telling you where it's at. I'm telling you where the price reductions. I'm telling you in Southern California, I lead the rest of the industry. Southern California is always the first one to get affected. So if you have an inside track in Southern California, walking the walk, talking the talk, and teaching you how it is, man, you guys are so stoked because now you can see something. If you're in other markets where the inventory is still kind of tight, so what? Go out and find more. I have a one-on-one this morning. She's like, well, everybody's inventory is tight. I'm like, okay, let's do the math here. If it takes 3 houses, if every 1 out of 3 houses are selling, how many listings do you need to sell a house? If 1 out of 3 houses are selling, because things are falling off the market, the expireds are going to go up. If 1 out of 3 houses are selling, how many houses do you need to be listing to sell? And she got stumped. I'm like, if 1 out of 3 houses are not selling or are selling, how many do you need? She goes, 1. I said, okay, so you need how many houses to sell in the month of January? She goes, I need 3 listings. I'm like, no, yes, no. You need like 6, because wasn't your goal at least to get like 3 listings in the month of January? She goes, yeah. Why are you taking the day off? So we went into our dialer. We went into our database, and I said, how many active leads are you working with right now? How many leads? Now, my definition of a lead is a person who can say yes, but maybe they don't. Again, my definition of a lead is a person who can say yes, but maybe they don't. But that they don't say no, by the way. A person who can say no, but maybe they don't, is a lead. A person who can say yes, but maybe they don't, is also a lead. Just not somebody who says no, okay? A contact, as we're dialing, a contact is a person who can say no, but maybe they don't. A contact is a person who can say no, but maybe they don't. A lead is someone who can say no, but they don't. They give us a variation of no. So how many leads are in your pipeline right now? How many leads can you squeeze out between now and the end of the year? I'm looking at the calendar. We've got 4, another 4. We got maybe 13 to 15 more active business days. In that time, I promise you, in that short period of time, you can absolutely positively generate 2 to 3 leads a day. I went out door knocking yesterday, day before, Friday. I went out door knocking on Friday, and I always feel like I have to go and keep going. Like if I want to door knock, I want to door knock for like 5 hours. It's not just like one little spurt. And so when I went out and started door knocking, within 30 minutes, if you don't believe me, it's live on YouTube. I do all my knocking and calling live, and you'll see my excitement or my depression. Within 30 minutes of being on the doors, I spoke to an individual who said, yes, as a matter of fact, I am thinking of selling. My husband is retiring at the end of the year, and we're moving to, I think, Colorado. I'm like, wait a second. This isn't supposed to happen. It's December. You're supposed to say, no, thank you, Merry Christmas. I mean, your decorations are here. What? Because they're thinking about it. People do not stop living for Christmas. Even Santa Claus is not busy until Christmas Eve. He's got one day, and the elves do the rest. So what in your right mind makes you think that you can take off? And I'm not saying don't be with family. I got 4 kids. I value family. But I work hard and play hard. And my philosophy, my theory, my method, everything I live for is work hard, play hard. And if you're not willing to play hard, if you're not willing to be the LeBron, the Michael Jordan, if you're not willing to be the Steph Curry, the guy who puts in he burns the midnight oil and works their tail off to be the best, then this industry will chew you up and spit you out. This is not an industry where you can like wait for things to happen. This is sales. If you guys aren't in the sales business, I don't know what you are, order taking. Sure, perhaps if you're dumping thousands of dollars into online lead generation, that maybe you can sit back and relax. But if I'm not mistaken, what used to be 100 inquiries on the internet are now 100 inquiries, but with no conversions on the internet. What I used to call a lead in 2014 and 15 from the internet, now I refuse to call anything from the internet a lead. I call it a inquiry, somebody who's curious. So if I take a lead of your online stuff, say Zillow, Realtor.com, even Facebook ads, you give me 100 of your leads from those sources and compare that to Alexa, stop playing. That's my alarm clock. You give me a list of Facebook, Zillow, Truly, or Realtor.com leads. You give me 100 of those on a sheet of paper, and you put them next to 100 of my self-generated door knocking, cold calling leads in the month of December, who do you think I want? Who do you want? Don't even say that you want those internet inquiries. Not even close. I am physically speaking like that woman at the door. Would you rather have that or 1,000 internet inquiries? What would you rather have? One person who says, yes, here's my name, here's my number, thank you very much, let's keep in touch, or 1,000 inquiries? I tell you what, I'll take that one. I promise you I would take that one, because I know the amount of inquiries that it's taking to convert someone into a lead, and then taking the amount of leads to convert it into a contract. It's a needle in a haystack. Not that it's impossible. Hell, my methods are needle in a haystack. Calling 100 people a day. Are you kidding me? Door knocking 100 days. 100 doors a day. Are you kidding me? That's like, I'd rather just pay for my leads or my inquiries. Back up. Instagram now lets me grab more than one downloaded video file to upload to Instagram stories. What does that mean to you? It means that that was the only reason I wasn't using Snapchat first. So now I'm going to take Snapchat and I'm going to download that at the end of the day and syndicate it to Instagram, therefore Facebook and YouTube and blah, blah, blah. But in long story short, I'm back on Snapchat. Also, in other words, I'm going to want those new Snapsicle glasses for Christmas. So if someone's looking for Christmas presents for James Festini and a thank you for all I do on the entertainment front and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you know what I want for Christmas, right? The new Snapsicles, the ones that kind of look like Terminator, maybe. So last night, somebody dropped off... Shut up. Anyhow, last night somebody dropped off all these minions at our doorstep. Now I can't even like get around my house. All these minions. It's some sort of, I don't know, fundraiser, charity. Kind of creepy. Did I say Funyuns or Minions? I'm gonna have to play it back. They're Minions, not Funyuns. I am seriously like not liking a whole... knowing what I know about the law of attraction, I shouldn't vocalize these things in the universe just in case I have some magical, mystical, metaphysical powers over the universe and the market. But the conversations that I keep having on an almost daily basis about the real estate market is like, oh man, it's such a... I mean, because I'm in the industry, it's such a, you know, strong topic right now with the market. Prices are going down and like, it's the end of the world. Hide your kids, hide your wives. And now I need to project this into the universe. Here, universe, here's what's going to happen. Property values will drop 10% in the next 12 months. And then that's about it. You can handle that? Stick around. If you can't, get out of California. Reality is, though, that we're overpriced. Like, California as a whole is terribly overpriced. Property values should not be where they are. I mean, it's great to say, oh, it's lovely, but seriously, it's out of control again, and we need to kind of like chill out. If it keeps going up, we're definitely like something's not good. This way, for the most part, we've recovered from the greatest boom of real estate in the history of real estate, and we dropped from the greatest death rate of it, and now we're back, and most of us have recovered. Most of the marketplace has recovered. So now what? Should it get better, or should we be good not having this tumor and like be happy that we're not dying? Sometimes I say something so profound or like clear that I have to just record it. So let me ask you this question. If you're out knocking on a door and a homeowner opened up the door and said, no, I'm not interested in selling the house, but how much is it worth? To which you say, well, it's worth X 100,000. Are you thinking of selling? Maybe later. And they say no. Is that a lead? No, that's an inquiry. But if somebody does that on the internet, for example, if they go on and click your, hey, find out what your home is worth, or hey, find out what these homes are selling for, you call that a lead. But it's not a lead. That's an inquiry, similar to what I just described. Get your head straight. Make sure you know the difference between a lead and an inquiry, and then qualify and convert. Oh my gosh. I have generated seven leads in like an hour. That is literally a lead every 10 minutes. It's mind-blowing. I have to commit and say one more time, James, stop making telemarketing calls. Just door knock from like 9 a.m. to sunset. Can me and you have that chat? What a day, what a day. I'm done now. I gotta go to a Christmas party for my favorite escrow company. Just to remain in compliance, an escrow company that I'm very comfortable with using frequently. Also, Nicole is going. Special guest appearance by Nicole Festini. Ooh. It's beginning to look a lot like it's gonna close escrow. Out to the company Christmas party, and that should be an in and out thing, maybe a special guest appearance, do a cameo. Got to pick up an unwrapped gift. All right, let's see. Oh, unwrapped toy. I like Jenga. That's a good one. Between Nicole and I, she would take like 30 minutes trying to pick the perfect toy, where I would just walk up to the first toy I see that equals 20 bucks and I'm out. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, my wife is the only one who can drive perfectly, and I suck at driving. However, I've never hit anything or been in an accident, with the exception of those trees, but that's a whole different story. This event is at the Tour in downtown Fullerton, and it's supposed to be fancy.
You know, it's like a water conscience. We're both Peruvians.
There's husband daycare center. So at the end of the evening, we're actually wandering the streets. Wandering the streets.
Finding a place to party.
Looking for more beer. Looking for beer.
Looking for beer. Good luck, James.
So yeah, I'm actually not drunk, but I'm chaperoning. So we ended up at a bar called Heroes in Fullerton, and although I've never been to the original Heroes that used to be on the corner of Commonwealth, they've since, I don't know, there's history here. All sorts of tchotchkes and stuff on the wall, lights. It's a very interesting bar. We're here to have one small beer, and then I promise I'm going home. Check it out. There's a prosthetic leg from like the early... Ah, no, it's a selfie. Guess for drinking.
They chose the wrong song.
Now you know my wife is drunk.